Hi everyone, my name is Cynthia. I'm a lawyer based in Toronto and I work with Open Media as their external legal counsel in internet policy and digital rights. Today, I'm going to give you a quick overview of a proceeding going on right now at the Canadian Radio and Telecommunications Commission, also known as the CRTC. This proceeding is called the Review of the Competitor Quality of Service Regime, also known as the CQoS regime, and it will affect the quality of choice and competition that we get among internet service providers here in Canada. We'll also call it the CQoS review for short. First, some background. This is an oversimplification, but for now, imagine Canada's ISPs as split into two general groups, incumbents and competitors. The incumbents are the large telecom companies and cable companies who are here first, such as Bell, TELUS, and Rogers. The competitors are smaller independent ISPs such as TechSavvy, Distributel, and Start. The way Canada's telecom market is structured right now, these competitor ISPs buy internet access service wholesale from the incumbent ISPs. They then sell that internet access to us users at the retail level. This increases choice and competition in the market, which then pushes prices down while encouraging better internet service across the board. However, this also means that every time you subscribe to internet access from a competitor ISP, the incumbent ISP they bought it from still has some control over that service. This is why, if you subscribe to an indie ISP, sometimes you'll get a missed installation appointment or a service disruption and they can't do anything about it because the problem was actually with the original incumbent ISP. So, this competitor quality of service regime is how the CRTC ensures that the incumbent ISPs who sell internet access maintain the same quality of service for their competitors' customers as for their own customers. It's to help deal with that conflict of interest. Every time an incumbent ISP drops below a certain level of service quality in delivering internet access to a competitor ISP, they have to pay a rebate fee set by the Commission. The only exception is if they can show that the service drop was beyond their control, such as in a freak snowstorm. So why does this matter? From Open Media's perspective, there are two major problems with the current system that we hope the CRTC will resolve in this proceeding. First, the CQoS regime is based on a decision from 2005, so a lot has happened since then. It mostly addresses services that are being phased out, such as local voice and DSL, and doesn't at all account for services that we all use today and will be using soon, such as advanced high-speed fiber broadband or even mobile wireless services. So, task number 1 is to update this regime so that it also protects competitor quality of service for our 21st century home internet and cell phone plans. Second, the current system only applies to incumbents that were formerly telephone companies and does not apply to incumbents that are cable companies. This means that if your indie ISP sources its internet services from Bell, for instance, they are protected under this regime. But if they source their internet services from, say, Rogers or Shaw, which are cable companies, then you and your indie ISP are out of luck. The CRTC did launch a working group to address this gap after a complaint in 2013, but they didn't reform the system itself. So that's going to be our second task in this proceeding, making sure that all indie ISPs, and thus all of us internet subscribers on the ground, are ensured quality of service protection regardless of whether it's a telco or a cable co at the other end of the line. So hopefully that gave you a basic idea of what's going on. Open Media and I are working on a way to get you involved and we'll have more updates for you soon. Thanks for listening.